Hello, and thank you so much for taking the time out to listen. Today, I talk about sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation, and some individuals are sleep deprived. It's not that they have some type of mental illness. It doesn't mean that all those outbursts is a sign that, oh, she's on drugs, or there's something else going on that is just very disturbing, and I don't know if I'm going to stay with this person. Sleep deprivation is real. And when you have individuals who are just simply battling with trying to get to sleep, trying to have a quality night rest, they are not going to be easy to deal with. From personal experience, I can tell you there was only one individual that I had dated long ago who was not a snorer, okay? All the rest of them, they were the type of folk who had those loud snores, the kind of snores that you felt like you had to keep your one eye open because you thought there was a monster in the room. You know what I mean? Unbelievable snoring. And when I talked to them about their snoring, oh, well, I'll use this thing and that thing, and those things did not work. Then there were those individuals who they simply made excuses. And no matter how many pillows they stacked, they still snored. And no matter how they sat in a chair or raised a mattress, there was still some snoring going on. Maybe not as bad, but still, okay? And when you have grown up in an atmosphere where it's relatively quiet, I mean, you may hear the occasional birds tweeting, maybe some people walking, a dog barking, but for the most part, a very quiet neighborhood, very just good rest that you have. And then you go into a relationship with someone, or you're in an atmosphere where there's cars and trucks and all of that. You're not going to have a quality rest. But those who overlook that sort of thing, those who don't want to blame themselves for anything, they'll just go, oh, well, that's just her acting like that, or him just freaking out, or, whatever. But if I'm not getting a quality rest, I'm not going to talk in a polite way. I'm going to be quick-tempered. I'm going to be irritable. I'm going to be that person that you're not going to want to be around. My conversation may not make any sense at times. I'm impatient, you see. I went through all of these things because I did not tie the sleep deprivation, the lack of a quality rest, the noise that was all around me from the person I'm sleeping with, in addition to the noise that's out there in the street, up above your head, next door, down below. And so I'm just thinking, oh, I must be going mad. I must be a little on the cuckoo side. And the truth was that I was not sleeping well. It's a simple fix for some folks, but for other folks, it's not so simple. Especially if you don't have a good relationship with the person, you don't want to sleep with them anyway. Matter of fact, go in the next room, okay? You're getting on my nerves. You see. Oh, can't we sleep together? No, I know I'm not going to have a good rest. No. And there were times where I slept on the couch. There were times when I just simply left. I know I'm going to get a quality rest at my childhood home. And pride, once again, gets in the way of these individuals who they know they got these health ailments, but they don't want to do anything about them. Pride gets in the way when you tell them, look, we got to move. We got to go somewhere different. We need some double pane glass windows. Even the cheap skate. He's like, what? What do you mean? Nah, everything's just fine. No, it's not. I need some rest. So for those of you all who haven't tied the connection to why you have been slowly but surely declining when it comes to sleep, and then your personality and everything else is being impacted, you got to know that there's some adjustments that you need to make even when it comes to getting a quality rest. Some folks want to stay up all hours of the night looking at devices, clicking, subscribing, commenting, liking, and then the next day you're not functioning well. So I don't encourage people to stay up all hours of the night watching things, listening to things, all sorts of electronic devices, and even having conversations with a partner into the wee hours of the morning. But instead, what I do encourage is that you get that quality rest that you need. Some folks, they know that they had accidents because they didn't sleep well. Whether they were driving, whether they were walking, working on machinery, you didn't get a quality rest. Others, they are with partners who are very touchy-feely and they don't respect your boundaries. And so you give in, and then the next thing you know, you're tired the next day, you're groggy, you're complaining, and you want some rest. And then you get the rest early in the day, and then you're up all hours of the night. So a consistent bedtime is crucial. Making sure that you don't have the light, from the windows and from your cell phone and any other type of lights, from plugging in all sorts of things in your atmosphere that will disturb you. Making sure children have a consistent bedtime so that you're not up, through the night checking on them and, all concerned about what's going on with them. The partner who's snoring, they need to make sure that they're dealing with that, so that the household can get some rest, because sometimes the snoring is so loud that everybody hears. Loud fans, loud music, people talking, walking above your head. There are earplugs. There is music to help you go to sleep that you can put in your ears to, shut out that noise. And then, of course, there are those, over-the-counter remedies that can help. But, of course, let's not abuse those things, because that will also affect how you operate during the day as well. So those of you all who you haven't, once again, tied the connection to your lack of rest, to why you are doing what you're doing, saying what you're saying during the day, this audio hopefully will just motivate you to go ahead and get that taken care of, so that you can be the ambassador for Christ that God has called you to. And then do take advantage of your Sabbath, one day of rest. Okay. May the Lord be with you. Please do check the description box for anything that might be of interest. You've been listening to YouTube NM Enterprise 7. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Blessings to you.